What's up YouTube, Kyron back up in here with another video, and today we are going to be talking about some of my favorite boots and shoes of the current season, which is fall. By far most fashion forward people's favorite season because of layering, etc, etc. So many reasons to love fall and boots, that type of footwear in particular. So I'm gonna get into all the reasons why these are some of my favorite boots and why I'm starting to narrow down and really only choose quite a few options as opposed to having such a vast array of selection and really just like trimming down my wardrobe. One of my main efforts in doing so is mainly because I want to have a more sustainable and coherent closet. In me moving into this new space, I was really able to see all of my clothes and really narrow down what are the needs and what are really not the needs, and just actually be mindful and sustainable with my picks of what I'm consuming and wearing. And that's just something that I try to integrate into my everyday life. I preach sustainability so much on this channel and just really being mindful of what you're consuming all the time. Which brings me into today's sponsor, which is Native. Shout out to Native for partnering with me on this video. I really appreciate them reaching out, and I'm going to get into all the details about Native right about now. Native's plastic-free deodorant now comes in new and improved packaging. It's earth-friendly and 100% plastic-free. It uses the exact same formula as their regular deodorant, just now with much more sustainable packaging. Native is also a proud member of 1% for the Planet, committing 1% of plastic-free deodorant sales to environmental nonprofits. Native is committed to sourcing paper from responsibly managed forests, so you could feel trusted that all of your packaging has been handled in good faith. It's aluminum-free, paraben-free, vegan, and cruelty-free. One thing that drives me insane is the texture of deodorant. So this one is specifically is not sticky and also dries really quickly. So it's not gonna get on the garms, which is really important. So it's not gonna get on your clothing items, which I really find important, especially being that I'm a fashion YouTuber. So it makes more sense making sure that everything is intact and clean and fresh. Retouch in a day, they're super tiny. You could just chuck them in their bag. Perfect. There's also familiar ingredients such as shea butter and coconut oil, so everything that you know is inside of this is nothing short of goodness. Always gonna be good. So I'm gonna run you guys through some of the scents that I picked. Everything is relatively just very fresh and just very sharp. I'm a type of person, I just wanna smell clean. I just wanna smell like I'm fresh out the shower all the time. So all the selections are pretty much based on that type of guideline. So this one is eucalyptus and mint. This is sick. This smells like literally like a luxury hotel or something like that. So this looks really, really nice. Almost spa-like as well. Then this one is unscented. Actually unscented, because I feel like there's a lot of people out there that have unscented stuff and it actually does have a little bit of a hint of a scent. So it passes the unscented test. Unscented is also great because you could utilize that to your advantage if you're a person that likes wearing fragrance, not having a smell that clashes with your fragrance and really letting your fragrance stand to the top of the notes that you want to project. Smart idea. So that's another reason why unscented would be a great option for you guys to choose. And then this last one is just sensitive cotton and lily. So also another soft one. This one smells very powdery. I like that. It kind of makes you feel like a baby. So yeah. So it gives you 72-hour odor protection. Great for all day wear, and especially even if like you hit the gym, could put it on right after and you're good to go. There's a wide range of scents and limited edition scents that release all throughout the year. So if you check throughout any different period, you're bound to find something that you like and suits your nose. So 3 plastic-free deodorants would be $39, but if you use my code KYRONW and you'll get them for just $26. Super, super affordable, especially for 3 deodorants. So you could just keep them stacked. Don't have to keep on going to the grocery store and getting your deodorant. You got them all stacked up, trained to go. That's over 33% off with my code. And you'll also get 20% off towards any body wash or toothpaste. So take advantage, go check out Native. Huge shout out to Native for sponsoring this video. Gonna keep me fresh and fly just as my garments do for the fashions. So really appreciate them. On to the rest of this video. So transitioning back into what I was initially discussing regarding the kind of realization I've been having with my wardrobe, whereas it's like I'm just gravitating towards certain footwear pieces and just really re-wearing them and really making sure that I'm getting a lot of bang for the buck and cost per wear with all of the items of footwear that I have and pretty much all of the rest of the garments in my wardrobe, but more particularly with shoes and boots. And I just want to praise why it's so important to like invest in a good boot or shoe, just because you know you're gonna get so much wear and versatility out of some of the offerings that I'm gonna be showcasing to you guys. And I'm also gonna show you some of literally my favorite footwear because of like the price point matched with the quality is just like absurd. With all of that out of the way, we're gonna get straight into these boots. Make sure to follow the boy on Instagram, GOTSWEIGE, where you can keep up to date with me more frequently. I post fit pics, this and that, so that's what you can check out there, alongside my social media accounts, the other ones that is. They'll be all listed in the description box below. Subscribe if you haven't already, like the video if you haven't too. Let's get into the rest of this stuff. Sorry for the camera angle switch up. My camera fell over and I forgot that some of the shoes were kind of all over and misplaced in my room, but that's neither here nor there. We're gonna get into the first set of footwear that I'm going to vouch for, and they are from OREE NYC. I feel like it's been a long time in the making, me broadcasting and showcasing these shoes on the channel, and I want to give them the proper highlight that they deserve because I've been seamlessly integrating them in a lot of my everyday fits, not even just the ones that I post on Instagram that are more experimental and stuff like that. These as an everyday piece of footwear are absolutely mandatory for anyone that's trying to get into an elevated form of streetwear, I would say, just because I feel like derbies and boots are like the next step after this like post sneaker world that we're in. I feel like a lot of my audience is personally maturing when it comes to their personal fashion, and this is the perfect piece of clothing or accessory that you could invest in that will easily elevate your wardrobe and bring you to that next step that I feel like a lot of people are trying to go to right now without having to break the bank. So I'm gonna get into all three of them. The first one right here, these are the OREE boots. These are by far probably one of the greatest combat boot or military style boot that you could get on the market. In terms of price point, it's really affordable, and it's like it's right above the price point of, let's say, like a Doc Marten, but the quality that you get is to the scale of a luxury brand of the likes of like a Rick Owens, a Balenciaga, anything like that, just because they're made in Italy, they're made to last, Vibram sole, heavy duty eyelets and hardware featured on the zipper on the back. Kind of has that modern identity with like the slight low platform because of the raised sole, so it suits like baggier trousers very nicely, and it has that little hit of character with the olive stitching on the bottom. So these are super great, especially for anyone that's trying to get into boots or into just shoes of this type of degree in general. I feel like it's a great stepping stone into mature footwear without going like super menswear on them and doing like hard bottoms or Oxfords or anything like that. But this is a great little like segue, I would say. So definitely look into getting yourself some OREE boots or some of the other ones that I'm about to feature right now. If boots are not your thing, if you're in a hot area, then maybe you could do some derbies. I got two of them. We'll start with the first one that dropped. This one is more recent, so we'll get into that. So this one right here, derbies has been a recent obsession of mine. After getting these ones, I want so many more, and you guys will probably be seeing a lot more on the channel. I know I just said recently that I'm trying to be super selective with the footwear that I'm bringing into my wardrobe, and I want to wear the most of them, but there's definitely right footwear for the right occasion, and I am doing menswear fashion, so I do have that little like reasoning to get more for these certain occasions and these certain outfit building proposals that I'm trying to do alongside styling my different clients. So I know I always try to reason what I purchase or what I bring into the channel, but with these, I just love showing love to people that are doing great things, and Ray is one of those people. Everything at OREE is so high tier right now and doing great. Like that tumbled leather is insane. You can't knock that. The design, ingenuity, the back zip is still carried onto the derby, which is super sick. And yeah, just a great shoe right here. Still carries that platform, so it looks great with baggier trousers or just like those flared trousers. Vibram sole, same thing here. Super sick. And I just love these, man. I wear these all the time. People will tell you if they see me out and about doing groceries, if I'm trying to be a little snazzy, I'm wearing this. If I'm trying to be a little bit more cozy, I'm wearing like some slides or something like that. But the more that the fall months are starting to creep in, these derbies and the boots are also the most comfortable boots or shoes that I've ever worn. That's one of the things that sucks the most about wearing derbies and boots, is that they're uncomfortable and there's a break-in period. But like the moment you put these on, there's literally this like cushioned insole that a lot of these brands do not feature. A lot of them are like leather beds or something like that, and it's just like not feasible at all. So I definitely recommend investing in some of these. These are tight. The last ones for Oree are these toe cap raised contrast stitch derbies. I have yet to break these out just because I was saving them for this video. Like I said, I've been like waiting to like really put on for these derbies, and the way that they've elevated the model over the year is just incredible. I'll show you guys like a left and right and like the comparison of the two. So what you'll really see is kind of like from a top view, you kind of seen it more. I want to get it like on camera, but like, so this one kind of has like a platform, like a little step down, whereas this one is smooth and it slowly transitions down to like a gradient. I don't know if that really makes sense, but like the heel protrudes out a bit more. From the heel here all the way down to the bed of the floor is like a smooth transition, whereas this one is like a bit more like blocky, and that's more up to personal preference. But like in general, it's just he never got complacent. He just keeps on trying to elevate them and like develop them to be the perfect shoe every single time, and it just keeps on getting better and better. Not that this one is any less than this one, it just keeps on getting better. I feel like it's aging like fine wine, so that's really impressive to me. So I'm excited to be wearing these out. These are a bit more like, I find it hard to like really depict what I would wear with these exactly, just because like they have a certain type of charm in comparison to the last pair that I just showed you. But I'm really excited to put these together with some outfits, and I'm sure I'll be showing you guys that on the channel as well. So definitely be on the lookout for these. They're incredible. I'm excited to showcase some outfits with these very, very soon. So I'm kind of treating this whole boots and shoes video as like a tier. So the bottom tier, not that it's low scale at all, I just feel like the best entry level place to start and the most efficient way to start is with those Oree boots or derbies, just because you're getting so much more bang for your buck. And like I was saying before, when you start with like Doc Martens and stuff, I feel like that's kind of like a half step. It's very generic and there's not that much character in them, and you could just do so much better. And unfortunately, Doc Marten, I feel like besides the like made in England line, the quality isn't up to the standard of a lot of these like high-end brands that we start to buy into. I feel like starting with like an Oree or any of these like independent brands that are like pumping out pieces from Italy and like fine grain leather and like Vibram soles, all of these things that we care about as consumers that are like meant to last, I think it's worth it to start at that point. But I'm gonna do it as like a 3-part. It's like beginner, intermediate, expert, if you will. But honestly, whatever you find, you could literally like jump in at any point. These shoes are meant for everyone. It's not to like pinpoint anyone into a certain box. Just wanted to say that. So the next step above this, I would say, if you have a good boot, you know that you like boots or shoes, what's the step up from there? I think going into designer, but finding an affordable designer. So like either finding it used secondhand on any of these secondhand marketplaces, or you get a crazy steal. And that's exactly what I had with the shoes that I'm about to show you. These I've also never shown on the channel in like a haul or a pickups video. These are the Rick Owens Bozo boot. I love this boot just because of how chunky it is and how pants fall on this boot. Obviously it looks kind of intimidating when you see all of this, but as soon as you cover it, you kind of get to see the natural flow and how unique the design of this boot is. And the best thing about it is this normally like retails at like $1,000+ I mean, that's Canadian. I'm pretty sure it's the same in the US. Maybe it's about $1,000 in the US, but just like the quality of the leather is amazing. Great leather quality. Sorry it's a little dark. I'm waiting for my lights to get here in a new spot. But the quality of leather is amazing. The design is great. beautiful at that. And the best part about it is like Essence had like a crazy like weird little like price malfunction on their website, and they like put these down to like a crazy amount, and I had to snipe them just because it was like ridiculously priced, and I couldn't like knock that. So I paid really like a good price for these. I don't want to say, but like a really good price. So if you get lucky, you could definitely get some high-end shoes for a very affordable price, whether it be on these retailers or if you want to buy them secondhand. That is a great option for you. But if you want the next step above the beginner, I feel like an intermediate is like one of these well-known and well-respected boots, either like the Bottega Veneta tire boot, these Bozo boots, any of the like derbies that are pretty well known, either by like Le Maire or Jill Sander. A lot of these go on sale come like sale season, so keep your eye out on those. Go on sites like Essence and Farfetch, and you'll definitely be able to find something to your liking for a fair price. And lastly, a boot that I feel like is well worth the investment, and on the like high tier of things, definitely you're going to be spending quite a bit of money if you're looking into getting a boot like this. But the top of that tier would probably be Guidi, I would say. Guidi is a beautiful leather maker. They make phenomenal shoes. Majority of the leather is like either like horse or bison, or a very mixed array of exotic leathers, if you want to call it like that. These I thought were going to be a black, but they're more of like a charcoal gray, which still looks very nice, but been contemplating if I want to get them dyed or not. You guys tell me if I should, because like more of a jet black is like, I don't even know how, I guess like my hair, right? With the hat. I don't know, hard to depict with this lighting, I'm sorry, but still a beautiful boot, amazing leather, crazy texture, and just like super soft. Design's incredible too. This is like more on the artisanal side of things, or the avant-garde side of things, but still a beautiful boot, and definitely something that is worthy of the investment if you have that type of cash to dispose on something like this. Not saying that this is mandatory at all. That's why I kind of gave you guys the scale, as you could kind of pick and find something that's within your price point or within your style range, and find something that you like within boots and shoes. So I think this would be at the top of the tier, just because people kind of just hold Guidi to such a high regard in the multiple styles that they have too. They have like hiking boots, derbies, this type of boot. They have like the 788Zs. They have these, the PL2s. They have a bunch of different ones, honestly. So combat boots too. Just never ending with the models that Guidi makes. So definitely look into it if you're interested in this type of footwear. I still have to get these sold. I have the ones that were given to me in the box, but I've just been lazy to go to my shoemaker. But I will be doing that soon. And you guys let me know down in the comments below if I should get them dyed black, because I'm not too sure yet, but I'm sure it will be. I don't know. I want to see you guys' thoughts if it's worth doing or not. So we'll see. All right, so that's about it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully the setup's not too crazy with the new spot and all. It's not too far off. It's still clothing rack, wall, me here doing the same thing as I always do. So let me know if there's anything that you guys would like to see on the channel. Of course, I'm always down to make videos that you guys are interested in seeing. And I hope this one was helpful for you, because I remember when I was starting to get into boots, I started off with some brands that like make great shoes, but I wish I just like jumped off the deep end and really like trusted my instincts and knew that investing in some good quality boots, it does your wardrobe such justice and really helps you elevate and mature into the style language that you want to be in. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know what your favorite boot was in this video, and if you guys have any that you're in the market for or some that you're wearing currently. I just want to have that conversation, hear what you guys are wearing out there or what you're feeling, and yeah, we'll keep it going, keep it pushing. Like this video if you haven't already, subscribe if you're new, follow the boy on Instagram, GOTSWEIGEs, where you can keep up to date with me more frequently. I post fit pics, this and that, so that's what you can check out on there. I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Peace.
These niggas, they cappers. Me and my niggas, we stack up. Ballin' out like the Raptors. These niggas can't even catch us. We and me, you gon' pack us.